DIY Christmas crafts. We're just going to make some jewelry. It's super easy and it's not expensive. So if you guys are looking for last minute gifts, last minute DIY crafts, Christmas crafts, you name it, jewelry making, beginner friendly, this is it. And I'm going to give everybody just a minute or so, a few minutes to come on over. That's because I had problems with the last live stream and notifications and such have to go out. And the last live stream was like 5 minutes ago. So let me grab my other computer here, my good old friendly laptop, and go from there. I hope everyone is having not a good night, but a great night. I sometimes do these late night live streams. They're just fun, pop-ups, and I'm trying to help people with Christmas gifting ideas here at the last minute. So I'm grabbing the laptop. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. I am literally just right here. Yeah. So I've got it. So it's kind of crazy tonight, right? Here we are. We're in the Christmas season, and I don't know if you guys are having the same experience I have, you guys and gals, but like it's been so crazy. I just realized that somewhere in the past little bit I have broken my reindeer. That's just weird, but that's just me tonight. I don't get it. I don't know. So Busy Lady was in my other chat, and so was Grandma Lynn. So I want to message them and just let them know, hey. So what I think, I'm pretty sure is happening is I started a live stream. I set it all up in Streamlabs. Like that was a couple of days ago, right? So in the meantime, earlier today, I had to download a security update, and I thought it was just for Chrome. But it looks like it's affected more than just Chrome. So I'm wondering if somehow in all the updates and whatnot, maybe it's just withdrawn some permissions. I'm not really sure how all that works. So if somebody listening is familiar with Streamlabs, let me know that, because I don't know what's up. Like, I don't know when I've had a stranger experience online. But just kind of give me a minute to work through this and put out a notice on Facebook, in my Facebook group, that I'm going live, and give the new link. And then we're going to get started making those amazing earrings, which is a really inexpensive, really good, neat little DIY craft. And I think you're going to like it once we get everything going here. Because you can literally, for very little investment, make tons of really, just for the very little investment, you can make hundreds of earrings if you want to. Now, obviously, you have to order enough stuff, but the same skills, once you learn them, can apply to any type of drop earrings that you want to do. And that's really one of the fun things about it. So if it's a DIY, one of the DIY Christmas gift ideas that's just fast, it's cute, and it's a live jewelry tutorial, so you can ask questions as I go through and show you. Now, it's not going to take long to show you. because these DIY earrings just take a couple of minutes to make, not long at all. And this can get you started on if you want to do craft fairs or give them to your friends as gifts or sell them or any combination. You're going to be amazed at how few supplies that you need. And the earrings are great for like gift exchanges, birthday presents, not just Christmas. Anytime you need a handmade, yay, busy lady is right here. Okay, I was just fixing to message you on Facebook. Like I have Facebook up right now and was about to do that. So let me close it out. So, and these earrings I'm fixing to show you, you can use cheap supplies. Now, I ordered all of this off of Amazon, but you don't have to. If you have access to a Dollar Tree, or let's be real, these days it's like the $1.50 tree or the $1.75 tree. But anyway, if you've got access to one of those, or Michael's, or Hobby Lobby, or even the Dollar General store, if they have got miniature Christmas ornaments, you can oftentimes use those and make them into earrings. Super, super easy. So, like I said, I ordered everything off of Amazon. You don't have to spend that much money. The charms that I ordered off of Amazon, I wanted to get some cute little snowflake charms, and I just realized I forgot to put mine on. But anyway, you'll see them. And all of those charms cost me, let me pull them up, because I'm kind of reformulating here as I go along because of the whole debacle there a few minutes ago. So everything that I had pulled up and was ready to go, I've now lost. So, but the snowflake earrings is what we're going to make. And for the charms, I ordered a package of 80 charms for $8.42. So obviously that's not expensive. And the earring backs, they're not expensive either. You can, I really like the either sterling silver or silver plated earring backs. I don't fool with anything else unless it's gold or gold electroplate, which you can kind of think of the electroplate gold as being similar to your silver plate, except I think sometimes it wears off a little quicker, and I don't like that. But so I like sticking with the silver or the silver plate. And here we go, 120 pairs of fishhook wires for earrings. Those are $8.99 right now for 120 pieces. So 120 pieces is going to do 60 pairs of earrings. Anytime you see that number as far as however many pieces, remember when you see that you're going to use 2 earring wires, okay? So if it's 50, you're going to get 25 pair, 100, you're going to get 50. In this case, the 120, you're going to get 60 pairs. So you've got those 2 items, and then the earring backs, this comes with earring backs. So you don't have to, you don't have to spend any more money on earring backs. Okay, busy part for the course. I broke this in all the turmoil there. So I'm just going to go ahead and wear them anyway. So anyway, I'm going to hold this up instead of sharing screens. I don't know if you can see that, but hopefully that gives you an idea. So you're going to wind up spending on these, $9 for 60 pairs. And then what did I say just a minute ago? $8.42 for 80 pieces. So that's pennies compared to what you could be spending. So you're looking at $16 outlay plus tax for a minimum of 40 earrings. That's really hard to beat. So without further ado, given all of this rambling that I didn't intend to do, let me just show you how to make these. And again, this is a super fast, super cute, super easy DIY project. And again, if you don't want to order these off of Amazon, don't worry about it. Like I said, you can go to any craft shop and you're in and out. Sorry. Busy lady, I'm just glad you're hanging out with me at all. After all of the debacle with the other live stream, oh my gosh. I appreciate you. I am so horrified and shocked and stunned and everything. So yeah, between my desktop, my phone, and my laptop, I should have been able to get on Streamlabs with one of those, right? So I got to figure that out. I'll message them. So anyways, on here, the supplies that you're going to need are your cute charms, a pair of pliers. Now, you can steal your husband's pliers out of his tackle box. You don't have to spend big bucks. What you do have to do is make sure that whatever pliers you use, make sure they close completely. Sometimes they'll have just a little gap there. That's what you don't want. Okay, you want to make sure that they close completely so you don't have that gap, because if there's a gap, you can't grip your wire, and that's what you need to do. Okay. Then your earring backs, there are a couple of different kinds there that you can get, but you always want to get the French hooks. But let me kind of show you here. I don't know how well this is going to show up, but okay, this one is kind of flat. It's instead of rounded, and this one is more rounded. Okay, so these are a little heavier. Than the first one I just showed you. Okay, but that's okay. See, the heaviness is just simply the gauge of the wire. You do want to watch it when you go to do charms, though, that they're not so heavy that they're going to hurt your ears. But when I say heavy on this, I'm talking about your wire gauge. So the larger your wire gauge, the smaller the wire. So a 16 gauge wire is going to be really thick. You're not going to have that for earring backs. But, you know, you want to keep that in mind for things like bracelets, or sometimes you're going to form, if you're going to do like a Tree of Life pendant, you're going to need to form a circle. So you want some heavier wire for that. Earring wires, looking about I'm going to say around a 20 gauge, because sometimes you'll see them marked like that. So around a 20 gauge on that. So just, that's your average weight. So it's not anything that's super heavy. So, all right. It's actually taking me longer to talk to you about this than it's going to take to do them. You're going to be amazed. You think you saw them at Hobby Lobby? They do have the earring backs. I get them there often. Hobby Lobby really is my go-to, but I'm not near one. So if I want to do some earrings or just make jewelry in general, if I know I'm not going to be near a Hobby Lobby, that's when I turn to Amazon. Or if there's stuff that I know Hobby Lobby doesn't have, I'll turn to Amazon for that. I don't have as much luck at Michael's, but a lot of people do. So if you're a Michael's person, go to Michael's. You know, they're going to have, this is just basic stuff. Michael's is going to have it. Any craft store is going to have it. Walmart has some. I've not had super good luck with Walmart quality though, but it's a good place if you're just starting out and you want to learn. The tools are not very expensive. The supplies are not very expensive. Sometimes you can get a whole box ready to make earrings with of charms and hooks and your pliers, and you get the whole set. I saw that at Walmart. It's been a few months, but I picked one up from there. Really, you know, not bad. But again, if you go for the pliers, the big thing is what? Don't let there be a gap. Make sure that they close all the way. You can get pliers at the Dollar Tree. That doesn't mean they're going to work, okay? Again, make sure they're flat. So really, your supplies for this are your earring wires, your charms, and your earring backs. And if you're an earring person, you know exactly what they look like. So that's all you need. That is it. That is it. So let me show you. And obviously, I will say this right quick. If you do the sterling silver wires, not talking about the plate, the actual sterling silver, you are going to pay up for that. But that's okay. You're worth it. Your friends are worth it. So why not? And sometimes you're going to want a gift box. Now these things can run $1 a box and up. If we can get all of this live stream stuff worked out, I don't want you to worry about having to pay big bucks for gift boxes, because I'm going to show you tomorrow how to make gift boxes out of Christmas cards. They're so cute and they're so easy. You all will love them. So, all right, speaking of loving things, let's turn this camera down. And we're going to get started to making these. And with the camera down, I can't see you. So I will try to answer all of your questions in the chat. Go ahead and type those in. I'm getting my computer, my laptop set up again. So on these, again, pliers, earring backs, earring wires, and charms. There are some super cute ones. I'm just going to dump several out here so you can see them. But, oh, I can already tell. You do have to be careful on these because some of them look very similar, but they're different. So obviously you want charms that match. Once in a while I'll get a teenager and they'll just say, hey, can I have one that doesn't match? And I'm always like, sure. You also want to make sure you have mirror images whenever possible. That isn't always possible, but when you can, mirror images are the way to go. Now we're just doing basics. You can get fancy with these if you want to and add extra beads, or I've even seen people do pieces of feathers on theirs. But again, this is just basic. This is just your quick and easy DIY craft for just your last minute gift. Because I don't know about you all, but at my house, sometimes nothing happens if it doesn't happen at the last minute. And these little charm earrings are the way to go. Okay. And all you're going to do, I'm almost embarrassed for Busy Lady to see me do this because she likes my earrings. Okay. So all you do is you've got the earring wire right there. Grab the bottom loop, pull up gently. Don't twist outwards, just pull up. take your charm, slide it on there, close it, make sure it closes good, put the earring back on it, put the earring back on it, there we go, it doesn't want to slide on. That's all it is. That's the first earring. So we went through all of that with the other live stream just to do that. And again, we will do it over here. We'll pull up. You want to be gentle about pulling up. Slide your charm on. Now these are double-sided charms, so both sides look the same. If you've got one that's got a design on one side and not on the other, then you want to make sure you put the part of the design in the right spot, so facing outwards. And there you go. Super cute, super simple, super easy, super fast, super cheap. Is that not amazing? So you can make, like I said, for about 16 bucks there. That's what I have invested. So for that price, you can make 40 pairs of earrings. Unbelievable, isn't it? Now, let me show you how easy, though, it is to kind of mess this up. You want to be gentle, gentle, gentle when you are working with these, because if you twist the pieces, you can really mess it up. So don't do that. And I'm going to show you what I mean by that. I'm going to sacrifice a couple of earring wires here. So, okay, so let me show you. Always pull straight up, and don't pull up so much that you force it, because the minute you come in here and you grab it and just decide you're going to force it, this will never go back into place. Oops! In fact, I wound up with two pieces. Not desirable, not desirable. You just want one piece, obviously. Okay? The other thing is, and Busy Lady's saying, yeah, you can have pretty much anything delivered to your door these days. It is nifty. It is nifty. And she says it looks fun. And that's because it is fun. And the other thing here is, when you grab your wire, sometimes you're going to be tempted when you're first starting out to grab this wire and pull it out. And you don't want to do that either, because again, you'll never get that into position no matter how hard you try. Okay, so we're still trying here, and it's just not happening. I don't know if you can see that, but this is pulled out from the side, and there's no way it'll hold an earring now. So don't do that. Just take it, go down to the end where you can kind of see it together there, gently lift up, charm, push down, another one done. Hey, Grandma Lynn found me again. Yay, I'm so glad you did. Congratulations are in order for Grandma Lynn, because her channel has hit 14,000 subscribers. Unbelievable. And she said she wants 20,000, and I'm believing that God will send her 20,000 people. And again, Is it tedious? I don't think so. I find it relaxing. Now that one's got a little thicker thing on it. So let's pull that up a little bit more. I find it relaxing. I'll do a lot of jewelry like late at night when my mind is going 100 miles an hour and I just really want it to settle down. You maybe don't have that problem. I do. So I do a lot of jewelry then. So no, I don't find it tedious. But some people probably will because we're all different, right? So what's tedious to one person might not be tedious to the other. And I'm putting the little earring backs on here. So there you go. How easy is that, you all? How easy. I'm just going to go ahead and finish these up right quick. It is easier than crochet. I will tell you, it really is. You know, crochet is not super hard. For me, the hard thing about crochet is keeping it up with where the ends are as far as the end of the row, so I can turn it and start with the next row. And I have these stitch markers, but I have no luck with the stitch markers. So I sit there and I try to count. And that doesn't always work either. But I will say that the only craft I think that I've ever tried that I really, truly, absolutely did not like was counted cross stitch. Oh my gosh. I tried that one time and we did not get along. And a friend of mine's mom, she was like, oh, get the pre-printed kind. Try that first. It will go so much better. You're going to love it. And let me tell you, I hated that one too. So I think it's just a cross stitch thing. Not good. But I've done quilts and rugs and lots of other crafts. And, you know, really and truly, I've just not met one I didn't like other than the counted cross stitch. Tie-dye has always been fun to me. I like that. How about you all, though? What kind of crafts have you done that you've liked? Has anybody done paper crafts? I have a girlfriend that's really into that. She does all kinds of cards. Now, I like that, but I do find sometimes for me that gets tedious. But not for her. I did macrame as a kid. Do y'all remember macrame? The plant hangers and all kinds of things. The general hanging things for the bedroom doors, things like that. Okay, so Busy says she likes puzzles and she likes to color. Good. Those are fun things to do. You want to laugh? Last Christmas, I sent Stellar Piper a box of the Crayola box that's got like 96 colors in it. That was her Christmas present last year. Now, this young lady is not a kid. I won't say how old she is, but she's getting, she's getting to the age where those are just a fun little odd gift to give her. She enjoyed getting it. found out that she wanted one as a kid, I was like, you never told me that. Because, like, if she had said I wanted crayons like that as a kid, I would have bought them for her. You know? So did she ever tell me that? No. So I was like, don't wait till your mother's old to tell me these things. Although, old is looking younger all the time. All the time. I'm about to decide there's no such thing as old. You know, when you're a kid, you think your school teacher's old. And then as you get older, you find out that your school teacher is really probably about 20, 22 years old a lot of the times. That's definitely not old. Then you think that being a senior citizen is old. And then you become a senior citizen and you think, oh, that's not old at all. And it is not. Then you realize how much old really is a state of mind. And it's so freeing. I think as society we put way too much emphasis on age. And we need to put it on happiness, health. Because let me tell you, those are the things that matter. Faith, strength, endurance, those things matter much more than age. And I guess we could say that being able to make fast, cheap, and easy DIY Christmas gifts matter too. So I know I kind of, you guys are thinking, wow, these are super simple. These are budget friendly, they're easy, they're beginner friendly, they're low gifts, they're cheap gifts in a way, although really I wouldn't call these cheap. These to me are just way too cute to be cheap. So there you go. And watch what happens when there's just some kind of magic. When you put these in a gift box, I don't know what it is, but it's just some kind of magic that happens. I'm getting the box here, and I'm showing you what it is here. So here's the gift box, right? Plain, ordinary gift box. Got some soft, fuzzy stuff in there. But watch what happens when I just slip the earrings in here. And I'm going to put 2 pair in, just because we've got it. But there's just some kind of magic that happens when you put it in a gift box. It transforms from it looking like, just a regular run-of-the-mill gift to really looking like something that pops. And it's all with the gift box. So that's part of why later we're going to be, I'm going to show you how to make gift box out of greeting cards. And once you learn how to make greeting card gift boxes rather, you're never going to buy any more. They're just too cute. Yeah, they do sell the boxes at Hobby Lobby. Something you want to look out for when you're buying the boxes is not all the boxes have the um, batting kind of stuff inside. Some of them are just a box. So when that happens, you're going to have to find some batting. Or some people will take a piece of white fabric and fold it up and then put the earrings or bracelet right on there on the white fabric. That can look cute too. Probably not just directly thrown into the box itself, although you could. I prefer to have a little something in there. Now, if you want to, you can get some earring cards that you can put them on. Busy Lady, you're familiar with those. I put them on all the time and send them out. You can get some of those cards. You can take an index card if you want to and cut it in half, put 2 little holes in it and put your earrings on that if you want to, and then slide them into either a gift bag or a cello bag designed just for the earrings. And if you're doing gifts, that's where the cost comes in. It's in the little boxes, it's in the bags, it's in the cards. All of those little things add up. The earrings themselves, like we determined, they're not that expensive. They're pretty cheap, but you're adding boxes in that are $1 each. You're going to put some ribbon on here, most likely, or a bow. So it's those things that add up. And then you may slide it all into a cello bag or a gift bag. So that's where your cost comes in. So when you're doing cheap DIY Christmas gifts, keep those costs in mind. And look at it, see where you can kind of cut, what corners you feel like you can kind of cut without taking away from the gift. For me, making the gift boxes is a corner. I actually like the Christmas card gift boxes better because they've got some pizzazz, they've got some fun. You don't have to take those boxes and gift wrap them. They're already done. And a big box of cards for like 25 cards you can get for $1 or sometimes $2, you know, at the Dollar Tree and whatnot. There you go. They're much more cost effective, and I like them better because I think they're cuter than the white boxes. Now, there's nothing wrong with getting a white box, okay? Don't hear me say that there is, because these are wonderful, these are great, but they are at least $1 a piece, whereas the gift card boxes, you can make a whole lot of those for a couple of bucks. So, yeah. Now let's see. Oh, Busy Lady has beads to make bracelets she totally forgot. There you go. You're on to something here. And Grandma Lynn, ages a state of mind. Can't agree more. Cannot agree more. These are snowflake earrings, but if you have charms that are flowers, go with that. But these are little snowflakes right there. And let's see. They do sell them at Hobby Lobby. Oh, sweet, and just perfect. Awesome. So yeah, you don't have to spend a ton of money. And again, if you have a miniature Christmas ornaments, those make really cute dangling earrings. If you want to get really crafty and really creative, you can cut little patterns out of wrapping paper from the previous year, or a pattern off of the top of the Christmas card, and you can decoupage it and make it stiff, and you can use those and make earrings out of them. There's just tons and tons of things that you can do. Plus, if you've got beads, You can buy little pins, they call them, and make some bead earrings. There's just a ton of stuff. But for the basics, for the quick and the easy stuff, all you need is a pair of pliers, the wires, backs, and charms, and you are good to go. Good to go. I hope this has been helpful. Sorry about the crazy stuff at the beginning. I'm glad we got all of this figured out. And thank you both for hanging in here with me through all the craziness. I really appreciated that. Really have. Well, I hope you all have a good evening, a smoother evening than what it's been, and just go out and have fun. Just slay, just be bodacious. Don't let life get in the way of living, and just have a blast. Okay? And if either one of you do jewelry or know somebody that does and they get stuck and they have a question or a concern or they just need some reassurance, send them my way. I'm your gal, okay? Y'all take care, and I'll see you on the next one. Good night.